Okay, so I've talked about the quizzes and the midterms, and you'll be quizzed. Oh, here's something that's really important. I'm going to post the quizzes every week on Tuesday at noon, and you'll have about 48 hours to take the quiz. Please don't wait to the last minute to take it. Um, my daughter's been online this semester, this year as well, and it kind of drives me crazy. She says, "Yeah, I've got a quiz that's due by midnight, and it's like 10 o'clock at night." And I go, "Why'd you wait?" Anyway, don't wait, because what often happens is that the Blackboard crashes, and there's nothing more frustrating, I think, from a student point of view than being in the middle of a quiz, know you're doing well, and then Blackboard crashes, and then you're not able to get in or back in until after the deadline. Blackboard is not the most stable of platforms, that's for sure. So get the quizzes done in a timely fashion. But like I say, I'll be posting the course material on Monday by about noon, and I'll be posting the quizzes on Tuesdays, and you'll usually have a couple of days to take the quizzes. Also, the midterms will be on Tuesday. So that'll be the rhythm of the week. On Mondays, I post the course, the module for the week on Monday, and then on Tuesday, I post the quiz that the 10 or so question quiz that you'll have a couple of days to take. Okay, so that's kind of the rhythm of a course. And I think one of the tricks to doing well and teaching an online course well is to kind of create some kind of rhythm in the teaching universe. Okay, so I have some information on cheating. If you cheat in the course, we will find out and you'll be sent up for disciplinary procedures. There's academic support through the Thomas Rivera Center, also through Disabled Services. If you need extra time on a test, that kind of a thing, you need to go through them. And be sure to use those student services. They're there for you. You actually pay for it with your fees. Now I'm going to start going over the course schedule. So I'm on page 6. And as I said before, let's see, it's about 8 o'clock now. And when I post these podcasts, I will open up the module for this week. Now, obviously it's Tuesday, and I said I'd be posting the modules on Monday, but yesterday was MLK Day. And I have to say, I've never appreciated Dr. King more in my life than I have in the last 6 months. It's just, I don't know. It's funny how you can kind of appreciate somebody and then something happens and then you really appreciate them. And that's the way I feel about Dr. Martin Luther King. But anyway, so today, the modules, the podcast, everything's getting posted on Tuesdays. Most weeks, it'll be on Monday. And this week is a week where I have posted online readings for you. The reading you're doing this week, it's Cabeza de Vaca, who was a Spanish explorer who washed ashore in Spanish Texas in the 1520s. So the reading is on de Vaca, and it's not from the Torjay book or the Gwynn book or the Tomlinson book. It's one of the weeks where I post readings online, and you'll be quizzed on those readings, okay? So you'll see it should be very obvious where it is in the module, the reading. I think the modules are quite straightforward. I used these same modules last semester, and the students seem to get along just fine with the way I posted them. It seemed very clear. But again, if it's not clear to you, just send me a quick email or a Zoom, and we can clear up any confusion very, very quickly. Okay, so don't hesitate to do that. That's one of the advantages of online. I think it's easier for students to approach professors in the online environment. Okay, so week 2, okay, so I've talked about week 1, and I'm going to post that module in a bit, and you can get to work. You're going to be quizzed on this week's material next Tuesday, okay? So the first quiz is next Tuesday. I posted at noon, and you've got about 48 hours to take it. And the key is that I always post you on the previous week's material. So next week, next Tuesday, I'll quiz you on the material that I posted this week. And it should be pretty logical. It should be pretty clear why I do that. I can't test you on material that I haven't had you study yet. So you're always being quizzed on the previous week's material. Okay, so quiz 1, next Tuesday, you're going to be quizzed on the material that I post today, the first day of class. Okay, and hopefully that makes sense. It should be logical, but if you have any questions, just email me. So this week, it's the Devaka chapters that are in the module. And next week, you'll start your reading, and you'll start with Gwen, the Gwen book, Empire of the Summer Moon. And one of the things you'll see in the week 2 reading, sometimes I've cut out some of the reading from the book. If I don't think it's important, I just cut it out, because one of the issues with history is there's so much to learn, students can go crazy. So if I'm not going to test you on a certain amount of material, I cut it out of the reading. So for instance, next week, you begin reading Gwen at chapter 3, and then you only you read chapter 3 beginning on page 27. So be really careful about what parts of the readings that I'm asking you to study any particular week. Now, I know a lot of you are on Kindle. Kindle seems to be a lot better about page numbers than it used to be. But if there's any confusion about the reading, especially if you're using Kindle and you don't know where to start, I can signal you. If I haven't signaled you very clearly, I can let you know. So if you have any questions about that, like I say, if you have a Kindle reader and it's not matching up or it's unclear what chapters you're supposed to be reading, just email me and I'll let you know if you're on Kindle. Okay, so as we go through the semester, week 1, week 2, week 3, you'll notice quizzes every week on the previous week's reading. The first midterm is March 2nd, which seems like a long time away from here, but it's really not. We're already in mid-January. Spring break is week 8. It's March 8 to 12 this semester. I'm already looking forward to spring break. I'm sure you are too. If you look at week 11, which is on page 8, you'll see 2 very important deadlines on March 29th. And I think March 29th is a Monday. That's the last day you can drop this course or any course using ASAP. You have a second chance to drop a course at the end of the semester, but you can't use ASAP. And also, that is the deadline for choosing a credit, no credit grade option in this course. So if you're really struggling with the course, you're making a C and you don't want that on your transcript, you can just take the course for credit, and it doesn't help you, it doesn't hurt you. It's completely neutral. We'll talk about that. I'll talk about that as those dates get closer. But I just wanted to kind of signal that to you now. And this is true for all your courses, not just this course. Okay, there's some more readings that we'll talk about as we get to them. On April 30th, That's the last day that you can withdraw from a course with a W. And if you're really struggling passing the course, and again, I'll talk about this more, I strongly urge you to take a W instead of taking a D or an F. I know you will, it'll cost you money because you're not going to get any money if you take the W back, if you take a W. But I tell you, a W is a million times better than an F because the W doesn't hurt your grade. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't undermine your transcript. So if you're really struggling in this course or any other course, um, uh, I would strongly consider taking a withdrawal rather than taking an F. But we'll get to that and we'll talk about that more as the semester rolls on. But I just want to remind you that that's not just for this course, that's for all courses. Midterm 2 in this course is going to be posted Friday, May 7th. You'll have probably 48 or 72 hours to take midterm 2. And again, I want to say, as I've said many, many times, midterm 2 is the final exam, the final test you'll have in this course. It's not cumulative. It is only the material uh, between midterm 1 and the last day of class. Okay, so very, very straightforward in this class. I think the trick to doing well in this class is do well on the quizzes, stay on top of the quizzes. You're quizzed every week. I just want to keep your head in the game. And then you have 2 midterms. The midterms are probably about 50 questions a piece. The quizzes are kind of 10 or so questions a piece. Let's see. Okay. I think I can stop there.